Performing a trick shot or a skill shot in FC24 can be fun, to be honest, but at the same time, as we all know, it's not that easy to perform in game. If you wanna have fun in FC24 or you just wanna show off, you can do that with the trick shots. So if you are wondering what are the best skill shots and the most fancy skill shots to perform in FC24, you are in the right place. Because on this video, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to show you the top 5 most fancy trick shots and skill shots to perform in EAFC24. Now, I have already done a video explaining how to perform every single skill shot in FC24, but on this video we are talking only about the top 5 trick shots in FC24. And of course I'm going to show you how to perform the skill shot, when to perform the skill shot, and how to increase your chance of scoring a trick shot in FC24. With that being said, ladies and gentlemen, before we jump into the video, if you're new around here, don't forget to subscribe, drop a like on this video, that will be always appreciated. And if you are looking to buy FC24 coins, check out IGGM.com for the cheapest prices out there, fast delivery, 100% safe, and use the code Y5K to get yourself up to 5% off, link in the description. And now, before we jump into the video, there's some rules that you should follow so your player will perform the skill shot. First thing first, your player should be inside the box. Second thing, don't put too much power on the shot, only from 1 to 2 bars of power. And third thing, it would be better if you are using a player that has got the Flair playstyle. If you follow all these rules, you can perform any skill shot on this video. Now let's jump straight into the video and start things up with the rainbow shot or the rainbow chip shot. Yup, you can perform it as a normal shot or as a chip shot if you want to, and I'm not gonna lie to you, it's one of the hardest skill shots to perform in FC24, and you have to be using a player that has got at least 3-star skill moves. Now, when it comes to controls in game, what you have to do, first thing first, you have to perform the rainbow flick skill move, which is by flicking your right stick backward and then flick it again forward. And at this time, while your player is performing the rainbow flick skill move, you have to be quick and you have to time it perfectly, and that's why it's hard, to be honest. You have to hold the L2 button or the LT button and then shoot, and like I said, you can use it as a chip shot by holding the L2 and the L1 button on PlayStation or the LT and the LB button on Xbox. So while your player is performing the rainbow flick skill move, you have to be quick and you have to hold the L2 and then shoot using from 1 to 2 bars of power, and you're gonna see your player performing the rainbow flick finish. For the second skill shot, I'm going with the no-look chip, and this time it's not as hard as the rainbow shot or the other ones on this video. It's actually so easy to perform in game. Not only that, also you can perform it in Ultimate Team and you can score the no-look chip easily in FC24. Not only that, also it requires only 2-star skill move, so basically you can perform it with any player. If you want to perform it in game, first thing first, you have to perform the ball roll skill move. I think everyone knows how to perform the ball roll. All you have to do, hold your right stick to the right of your player or the left of your player, and then while your player performing the ball roll or after he performs the ball roll, you have to hold the L2 and the L1 on PlayStation or the LT and the LB on Xbox and then shoot using from 1 to 2 bars of power. If you put too much power on the shot, more than 2 bars of power, your player is gonna perform a completely different shot and he won't go for a no-look shot. So like I said, only from 1 to 2 bars of power and you're gonna see your player performing a no-look chip shot. And the reason why I said it's so easy to perform in game, basically only 2-star skill moves, you can perform it with any player and there's nothing can go wrong this time. You don't have to time it like the rainbow shot. All you have to do when you are close to the goalkeeper, perform the ball roll and then hold the L2 and the L1 on PlayStation or the LT and the LB on Xbox and then shoot. It's so easy to perform in game and you can score that even in Ultimate Team. I have scored that multiple times. And now let's move on into something that requires the acrobatic playstyle. Yup, I'm talking about the scorpion kick. Absolutely fantastic if you get it right in game, to be honest. And it doesn't require any skill moves as long as you are using a player that has got the acrobatic playstyle. For controls in game, cross the ball, and for the scorpion kick, I recommend a normal cross. Don't hold anything, just a normal cross. And then before you shoot, first thing you have to be holding the L2 button, and second thing you have to be moving with your player forward. Don't stop, keep aiming forward with the left stick and then shoot. With that, you're gonna see your player performing the scorpion kick. And now let's move on into one of my favorite trick shots and skill shots to perform in FC24. Yup, I'm talking about the back heel chip shot. And it doesn't require any skill moves, you just have to be using a player that has got the Flair playstyle. To perform it in game, this time your player should not be facing the goal. No, his back should be facing the goal. So for example, perform a drag back, make your player back face the goal, and then what you have to do, you have to hold the L2 and the L1 at the same time, and then shoot using from 1 to 2 bars of power. With that, you're gonna see your player performing the back heel chip shot, which is an absolutely great fancy finish if you get it right. Moving on into a trick shot that is not as easy as the back heel chip shot. This time it's kind of hard in game. Yup, I'm talking about the 360 shot. This time you have to be using a player that has got at least 2-star skill moves. Not only that, also with the Flair playstyle. To perform it in game, first thing first, you have to perform the drag back skill move, which is by holding the R1 and the L1 on PlayStation and then moving your player backward. Or if you are on Xbox, hold the RB and the LB and move your player backward. And then while your player is performing the drag back skill move, you have to be quick and you have to hold the L2 and the L1 at the same time and then shoot using from 1 to 2 bars of power. Yup, it sounds hard, but to be honest with you, when you get it in game, you're gonna see how easy it is, and if I'm being honest, it's such a cool fancy finish in EAFC 24. Now this was the top 5 trick shots, but I'm gonna give you one extra one, which is going to be the bonus shot, one of my favorites, and to be honest, everyone loves it. First thing first, it doesn't require any skill moves, but it would be better to use a player that has got at least 4-star skill moves and of course the Flair playstyle. Now for controls in game, go inside the box with a player that has got the Flair playstyle and then perform a fake shot. Make your player fully stopped, and then before you should know where to aim. What I mean about that, you should aim so your player can perform it with his strong foot. Let's take this clip as an example. If you are using a right-footed player, you should aim slightly down, which is the right of the goal. Or if you are using a left-footed player, you should aim slightly up, which is the left of the goal. And after that, before you shoot, of course, you should be holding the L2 button on PlayStation or the LT button on Xbox, and then shoot using from 1 to 2 bars of power. So to make it easy for you, go inside the box using a player that has got the Flair playstyle, perform a fake shot and make your player fully stopped, and then hold L2 or LT and shoot using from 1 to 2 bars of power so your player can perform the bonus shot. With that being said, ladies and gentlemen, this was the top 5 trick shots and Flair shots that you can perform in FC24. Like I said, I have done a video explaining every single skill shot and trick shot that you can perform in FC24. So for more trick shots, make sure to check out the video. But in my opinion, these are the most fancy and the best trick shots that you can perform. With that being said, I hope you enjoyed the video. Don't forget to subscribe and like. If you have any questions, let me know in the comments below, and I will see you all in the next video. Peace.